Hey, so good to see you and welcome to a brand new session of learning. Tell me, have you ever written a diary? Well, if you haven't, you must try your hand at it because it's a hell lot of fun and you can write about your deepest secrets in that book. In fact, a diary is more like your best friend. Basically, it's like they say, it's a record of your personal experiences written day after day over a long period of time. And you can also use a diary to note down things that you plan to do immediately or in the future. That's what I do. And that is what we are going to read today. A few diary entries of a world-renowned writer. I'm talking about no one else other than Ruskin Bond. Now, Ruskin Bond is an Indian author of British descent. He is considered to be an icon amongst Indian writers and children's authors, and also a top novelist. He wrote his first novel, The Room on the Roof, when he was just 17. And this novel won the John Llewellyn Rhys Memorial Prize in 1957. Since then, he has written several novels, over 500 short stories, apart from various essays and poems. All of these established him as one of the best loved and the most admired storytellers of contemporary India. In 1992, he received the Sahitya Akademi Award for English writing for his short story collection, Our Trees Still Grow in Dhera. Afterwards, he was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 for his contribution to children's literature. Now, these extracts from Ruskin Bond's diary describe the silent miracles of nature. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Let's read the extracts to understand it in detail. The Short Monsoon Diary by Ruskin Bond. June 24th. The first day of monsoon mist. And it's strange how all the birds fall silent as the mist comes climbing up the hill. Perhaps that's what makes the mist so melancholy. Not only does it conceal the hills, it blankets them in silence too. Only an hour ago, the trees were ringing with birdsong. And now the forest is deathly still, as though it were midnight. And through the mist, Biju is calling to his sister. I can hear him running about on the hillside, but I cannot see him. June 25th. Some genuine early monsoon rain, warm and humid and not that cold, high altitude stuff we've been having all year. The plants seem to know it too, and the first cobra lily rears its head from the ferns as I walk up to the bank and post office. The mist affords a certain privacy. A schoolboy asked me to describe the hill station and valley in one sentence, and all I could say was, a paradise that might have been. As you can see, these diary entries were all made in the month of June. According to the diary, June 24th was the first day of the monsoon mist. The writer finds it strange that the birds have stopped singing suddenly. He thinks this is the reason why the mist was so saddening. It even concealed the hills and spread silence around. Just an hour ago, the birds were happily singing on the trees, and all of a sudden the forest was silent, like it was already midnight. The writer could hear someone called Biju calling out to his sister. He could hear him running on the hillside, but he could not see him due to the mist. And then the next entry in the diary was written on the 25th of June. According to the writer, this day brought some monsoon rain along with it. It was warm and humid as compared to the cold weather that is experienced in the hilly areas. It seemed to the writer that plants too knew about this change in the weather. Later, while going to the bank and then the post office, the writer saw the first cobra lily appearing from the ferns. By the way, do you know what a cobra lily is? It is a type of a carnivorous pitcher plant. It has a unique appearance and an active appetite that is fed by insects and occasionally small vertebrates. Coming back to the diary entry, on the 25th of June, a schoolboy had asked the writer to describe the hill station and valley in one sentence. He described it as a paradise that might have been. A short monsoon diary deals with Ruskin Bond's experience during the monsoon season in the mountains. He has described the salient features of the nature, its undefined beauty, and all the flora and fauna that emerge during this season. Ruskin Bond had spent a large part of his life in India and was deeply inspired by the natural beauty of the mountains there. In the story, he has described the flowers, plants, creepers, and all kinds of insects, reptiles, and animals that he had observed during the monsoon. But I'm going to be back soon with more stories equally interesting. So see you soon and goodbye. Tutormate. For more amazing video lectures, download the free app on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store.